Hey everybody, I wanted to make a video explaining the Kanban cards and the inventory system we're now using in the receiving department. Kanban's originated in Japan, and in Japan it means signboard or billboard. So it's a very visual system used. It's supposed to be very simple. So I'll go ahead and try and explain this and walk us through this. So let's first review a Kanban card and the key information on the card. So here's one of our cards. You can see that I put stuff by category. So Clorox bleach, and this we're going to run a Clorox bleach card through the system. There's the description, and then each card will have the location, and then there'll be a strike point. That's the minimum card. That's our safety stock while we wait for the order to come through. That's what we're working with. So that's the basics of a card. On the back side of the card, I left a spot for notes. Some of the cards will have a lot of information here, some will have none, some might just say something like that. So that's a card, and here we go for Clorox bleach. Okay, so now we need to find the part. So we go to Kanban Alley. So we've set up bays and shelf locations for everything in the receiving department. You can see the little yellow label. So we have about 200 cards now out here in this area, and we have a lot of people that go and grab stuff. So the more help we can get, the better. First thing we need to do then is find out where the Clorox is located. So there's 4 sheets you'll see out there in Dave's area, in the receiving area. And they're sorted by product category in alphabetical order. So let's go to Clorox bleach. There we go. And where is it? If you follow across to the location, we will find Clorox bleach at 18B right. So let's go to 18B right. All the janitorial supplies are found in the back here for the most part. And these are a good sample of products to explain the Kanban card system. Makes it very simple. And bay 18, shelf B, go to the right, and there is our Clorox. So if anybody wanted to find Clorox, anybody new here could walk right outside and be able to find it. You can see here now that the card levels we've set are, when we get down to 2 gallons, we want to turn the card in and order a box. You can see here we have a little bit of excess inventory right now, so we'll be able to whittle that down before the card takes into effect. Ideally, you'd put that card at the strike point. Okay, so here's another example of strike point with box quantity. To make it really simple, we want to order stuff at a box quantity. Toilet paper or paper towels, a box quantity is 30. So at 19A left, 19 on the bottom here, there's our paper towels. So if we wouldn't have taken those out of the box, when we get down to 1 full box, we would turn the card in. In that case, we have 29, so we're below the level. Here's another example. Microfiber towels. If you go to their location, you'll see that the strike point is 12 towels, and we're actually at 3 towels. So it's time to turn that card in and order more. I'm narrating this in my car, so you might hear an ambulance go by. Okay, so that's that type of example. Just another example where we went below the minimum. We'll turn the card in. Okay, now we have placing cards at the strike point. Ideally, you'd place the cards at a strike point, and that makes it really simple for anybody. I know that sometimes it's not possible when we take things out of a box like screws, but this is an easy example. On the Gojo soap, our strike point is 1. So when we get to 1 full box, we would order 1 box. So that's as easy as it gets. When it's right at the strike point. When we go through that front box, we'll see the card and we'll order more. Here's another example of placing the card at the strike point. When we get down to 10 pads, we would want to order more. So that's someday we'd like it, we want people to be able to grab what they want, but we want them to look at the card every time. Help out by looking at the cards. Here's an example of putting things at specific locations. And this one I found in the back here, so that's out of its normal spot. We fix that up. And then here another example of putting the cards at the strike point to reorder the wrap. See how I hung the card on that box? So when we get down to one box of 4 rolls, we want to order more. So that's placing the card at the strike point. Here we're at 1, so that card needs to be turned in. Here we're at 1, that card needs to be turned in. And then for the green, you can see laying there is the card with no product. So we ran out, we went below, we didn't have this Kanban system established yet. Here's an example of moving things to a safer location. The Fabuloso and the Clorox and a lot of the heavier stuff was up on this top shelf. We don't want that. We don't want somebody reaching up there and maybe falling off the stepping stool. So I relocated the Fabuloso down here to the bottom here. And anytime anybody has an idea or request to move things, very simple for us to do that. See, so it was 18F right, which was up top, and I made myself a note here, changed the card, and now it's 18A, which is the bottom. So we're going to need a drop box or inbox for the receiving team, Dave's area, because you can see all of these cards now are at the strike point, and that's good. We're going to turn those in and we're going to reorder things. Realizing that cards are going to get lost sometimes and the levels need to be changed. We're working our way through this, but hopefully this will provide everybody with a basic understanding of how the Kanban system works. Again, we have about 200 cards out in the flow right now. So that is it, and we will show this to all the groups starting next week. That's it. Thank you.